Welcome back to another episode of the Chinanna Show, where we speak about everything self-improvement and mental health related. And today we're going to talk about self-doubt. Now, a lot of us struggle with doubting ourselves and not trusting our own intuitions. I know personally this is something that I struggle with, and it comes out daily, especially at work, because of the type of environment that I'm in. So I just wanted to speak about this and ways in which we can improve on that. So I grew up in an environment that was very abusive verbally, right? When I would be the top girl in my class, like I'd come first, I would get everything right, obviously, because I am brilliant. And I would succeed in most of the stuff that I do academically, right? But the type of parenting that I had, or the type of person that was my guardian at the time, every time I come home with my school book and I would get everything right, she would say, no, this is not you, you didn't do this. Every time I come home with my certificates, I would come first in my class, or whatever it is that I would excel at, she would say, oh, these are not important, these doesn't prove anything, these doesn't do this, these doesn't do that. And I feel like that type of conditioning, even though I'm a very confident person, and well, I'm not a very confident person, but I'm not a negative self-talk type of person, or a person that looks down on myself or don't believe that I can't or can do or can't do anything really. But it's a case where I don't trust the steps that I am taking, whether there is a right step to take or a wrong step to take. So I struggle with that mostly because of how I grew up. And it's something that I had to learn. I am still that type of person, by the way. I still doubt myself, but I still take the steps anyway. I still take the steps that I need to do to get where I need to go. So even though I doubt myself, I doubt the decisions that I make and whether they're the right decisions or the best decisions at the moment. Sometimes thinking that you're trying to make the right decisions, it's best to make a decision than none at all, because you have to take a step, whether it is negative or not. And you have to take risk, which includes decision making. And as such, regardless of how you feel, sometimes you have to push that aside and just make the decision and say, well, if I dirt, I dirt. And I find myself in an environment where I have no choice but to do that, because it's not all the time that you're going to have somebody to respond to you, to tell you, okay, or to validate you, to say, all right, then this is the right way or this is the wrong way. And sometimes they don't even know. So sometimes you have to just dig deep in yourself and trust that whatever outcome that comes out from making certain decisions, it is one that you can deal with. And that is something that I personally been working on. And as such, day to day, when I have to make decisions, I don't believe that you have to trust yourself, because I don't. But I do believe that you have to make a decision, and you have to put one foot in front of the next foot to get somewhere. So whether you believe that this is the best decision, whether it is the best decision or not the best decision at the moment, you won't really know until you actually make the decision. So that's what I wanted to come and talk to you guys about today, about self-doubt and how to, or what to do when you encounter this, and how to put one foot in front of the next foot, basically. So you have to make a decision regardless of your self-doubt. You have to make a decision whether you trust yourself or not, because if you don't, you're just gonna end up stuck in the same place, second guessing yourself over and over and over, hence not wasting time and not making any form of progress. Because if you do mess up, you then have knowledge of what to do next. And if you don't do anything, you won't get any result. So making a bad decision is better than not making any decision at all. And that is what I have been telling myself and what I've been doing for the past couple of weeks. And it's not even just, I feel like my indecisiveness doesn't just affect, or the fear of failure doesn't just affect my goals to move forward to my goals, but it also affects like my daily decision making. So if I want to watch a Netflix show, I will find myself scrolling and scrolling and not being able to choose one and just say, you know what, fuck it, I just not gonna bother watch nothing. Same thing with books, same thing with anything that I have to make a decision with. And it's something that I'm working on. But I just want to encourage others that this is not something new. It is quite normal to have trust issues, even with yourself. It's just that you have to make a decision and move forward, because if you don't, then you won't get any result and there's nothing, no data to collect, nothing to learn from. And that's what I wanted to share with you guys today. As you realize, I came to you guys in video. I know that the camera quality isn't the best quality right now, but I invested in some equipment which cost a lot, but it's going to be worth it in the end, because now I can do videos as well as audio. So I used to post on YouTube, I used to post the video versions and everything of my podcast, but I've been unable to do that due to the fact that let's say, never had access to the equipment that I was using. So now I do have my own equipment, which gives me more flexibility to do what I need to do or what I want to do. And it will make things more exciting, because now I can have, you guys can see me, because obviously I'm beautiful. And so you guys can see me. On top of that, I can have more guests on the podcast, so it can become more interactive. I know I do a lot of solo episodes, and I do enjoy my solo episodes, but I know you guys want guests. I've had guests before, and I've had a wonderful time having guests. So I'm going to get back in that state of mind. I just need to get a mic now, and we are good to go. So for those who for those who continuously or consistently listen to me, thank you so much, and I will see you guys in another episode. I will try to edit this and put it on YouTube so you guys can have this version as well. I'm in my bed, but obviously you guys don't know that. I'll see you guys in another episode. I hope you guys are remaining safe, especially in these times, and bye-bye.